You gave me this carbon material, which is very fragile, and I've carried it all the way to Norway with me. So what I want to just show is that we've got a way of mounting, we have a special mounting material here in Norway. So I've mounted your material to our material, and obviously this is particularly large. I just wanted to show make a point about the conductivity. This is never going to come off this. So what I'm going to do now is I'll touch down here, and if Roger just brings that video in, then the resistance between these 2 points is something like 0.2, 0.1, something of an ohm. There's literally no resistance between them. So part of the solution is you needed good electrical contact with your sample. So we obviously have some material here. This is, when it's adhered, it's really stuck down. It ain't coming off. And then the resistance is also extremely low. So this is part of the solution, and I'm going to do some more video now about the rest of the solution. Okay, in this part of the video I'm just going to discuss that we've got this effective current collector, and I'm using this as a surrogate for your material. It's what you gave me, because it's and I'm going to show you eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to assemble into the device. So this is basically a disposable part, so you can do absolutely anything you want in terms of this electrical connection here, but fundamentally here's the electrical connection here. It could be a platinum wire, it could be stainless steel, but I'm just saying, you know, that can come down there. You can make electrical contact with it, and then I'm going to adhere your sample to this plate and connect that to that point, and then show you how to assemble this cell. Okay. Okay, so I've actually assembled, and it literally took me no time at all. So what we'll do is we'll give you the soft material, and you can then die cut it. So you've got those dies, and you can just cut this soft material. So I've basically made a quick assembly where I have a current collector effectively attached to the surrogate for your material that I've used, and then I've got a wire. So basically now all I need to do now is slot this back into there, and I have my assembly, and I'll show you the use of O-rings as well, which I think would be useful as well. Alright, literally that just took me a second to slot that into there. So I have now slotted the material in, and I'm going to put an O-ring in there in a minute and sort of talk to you about how I'm squeezing that in place. But I think I'm also going to check with a digital voltmeter. I'll show you basically the kind of path of conductivity, how good it is. Alright, so I just want to quickly demonstrate the good conductivity between this material and, let's say, the very end of this wire here. So there we are, basically less than an ohm, less than a fraction of an ohm. So there's high conductivity across the back plate and to the very tip of the wire. Okay, thanks very much. Alright, one of the last bits of assembly is I've put the, let's say, the array back in there now. That's your sort of carbon-y material. That's your electrical contact point. I've shown that the impedance between this and this is just sub-ohm. Basically, then you push an O-ring in there, if you so wish. That kind of pushes, that is pushing down tight. That is held in place. Alright, so effectively then, your experiment only sees now this face. And what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up putting that back onto that, sealing it up, turning it round, and then that'll be your assembly. So I'll do that now. Okay, so this is the cell assembled. So I've put the back on. This is your current collector. And when you look in here then, effectively I've used that die cut material that you gave me as a surrogate, but you can see the sort of O-ring that's pushed in there and holding everything tight. Effectively that would be your kind of working electrode that you're interested in, and that's the whole thing assembled. Okay. Yeah, nothing too magical. Quite nice to have a window in it. Okay, cool.